Guyana's failure to pay judgments awarded by the Caribbean Court of Justice is once more the source of contention between the present administration and the past Attorney General. These rulings were handed down some 5 years ago.
That judgments of court have to be respected unless they are vacated.
Minister Joseph Harmon said that the court ruled that Guyana owes Trinidad Cement Limited some 2.6 million Trinidad and Tobago dollars.
This includes, of course, a sum that was put there because of our contempt for the court. A sum put there because of Guyana's contempt for the court, that is also included in this sum which is owed to Trinidad Cement Limited.
The court also ruled that Guyana owes Rudisa Beverage Company of Suriname some US $6.5 million.
The Cabinet has taken the position that it will honor these commitments.
It is also sending envoys for discussions with these entities with a view to having them accept a lower sum. But former Attorney General Anil Nandlal had concluded that the present administration, when it formed the opposition, caused the debts to be incurred. Nandlal contended that they failed to support the necessary pieces of legislation that would have avoided the move by the countries to the courts.
The judgment is for a violation of the treaty, a violation of a treaty by Guyana of commitments made by all of the CARICOM countries. It's not as if that because the opposition in the 10th Parliament voted down a piece of legislation that was not directly related to this.
Mr. Harmon said that the legislation in question was for an environmental tax. He said that this was meant to create an additional tax on other persons. He said that the opposition contended that the tax should be directed to purposes connected to the environment.
There was no distinction between containers which were biodegradable and those which were not. And therefore, if you are introducing an environmental tax, then the environment should benefit from that tax. We raised these issues. We also raised in the 10th Parliament that there are billions of dollars already collected on that tax that was never applied to anything that had to do with the environment.
He said that when the tax was first introduced, there was to be a separate account into which it should be paid.
The matter was vigorously argued in the National Assembly, and the PNC representative at that time pointed out to the government that if you insist on applying this tax in the way you do it, you are going to run foul of CARICOM treaty obligations. And they insisted on doing it, and that was the result.
He accused Nandlal of trying to rewrite history. However, Nandlal was in contempt of court.
The former cabinet of the former administration approved the sums of money to be paid. And in spite of that, this crass contempt continued. So it is not about Mr. Nandlal challenging the Attorney General, Basti Williams, as to who is right or who is wrong. The records are there. The records of the CCJ and the own records of the previous administration that shows what the position with this matter is.
Adam Harris, Prime News.